Good morning, Thailand. Buenos dias. Hope everyone's doing okay today. And today's another day. It's lovely and cool here today. It's only 28 degrees. We haven't had rain yet, but it looks like it's had rain, and things are looking good. So hopefully the rain will be here today, because we've had one day in 5 weeks. But we'll get to that in the show. What's on the show today? Well, we've got pictures of the week, climate, markets, BTC, precious metals, news. Meow and Jim's return. Yes, they're back in Thailand. I think they've had a wonderful time, no doubt. We'll catch up with them in the week. And a sports day. And I've been walking now for 16 days. And I've lost about 4 kilos. So that's the news. So there you go. So here we go with the show. Hello, Joe. How you doing? Yeah, so this is up Meow and Jim's one of their last days. What surprised me about their trip to Australia is the size of the meals. Those meals look absolutely massive to me compared to what we get here. Hello, Steve. Good morning. I'll be up to you today as well. So this is Jim, Meow, and the lovely Mark, who lives in Chang, similar to me. He lives up by a little, about 2 kilometres away from me. And he's over there doing his contract work. So he'll be back here soon, hopefully. Anyway, they look like they had a great time. Everyone has a great time with Jim and Meow. They're just great people. So they're back in Thailand. In Rayong last week, I had to photograph this. I was there down at Big C, and this Chinese car, BYD, I think they're called. I don't know what the company's called. Anyway, it was a light, another electric car alight down there. So these are not Teslas. These are like the Chinese versions of Tesla, and I just wouldn't buy one. And a sports day. Well, there you go. And I won a gold medal for the 100 meters. They was off. She was 2 meters behind after about 5 meters because she was a bit slow getting up and running. But then she got into a stride, and by the time they got to about halfway, she was level with them. And by the end of the race, she won by 2 meters. So my lovely daughter Anna, she was very, very good. And this is her playing with her friends. As you know, she goes to a Thai technical school. The reason why she does that is because of the languages. It's the language school she goes to. So she speaks English anyway, and she now speaks Thai, and she's now learning Chinese, and she also speaks a bit of Japanese, and she also speaks a little bit of Spanish because I give her Spanish lessons on a daily basis because I'm a good dad. So this is Anna and Pry, and this is the school. It's only a very, very small school. It's not a big school, but it's a very nice school. All the teachers are Thai, and I like that. I really like that. There's no English teachers there, no Filipino teachers, no African teachers. They're all Thai teachers, and that's exactly what I wanted for my daughter. Popped into Masala Twist this week, which is an excellent restaurant in John Tiem, Second Road. Had some superb food there, superb lunch. And my Spanish friend, he left me this. He left me on the left-hand side. That is my wife's homemade chips, because there's one thing she can do is make chips. And in the middle here and on the right, you've got some peta negra, which is these are like wild boar, and they're fed acorns, and the meat is fabulous. And just this small packet of meat like this is like about $50, I think. You know, it's the most expensive meat in the world. It's beautiful. And don't forget, getting your barbecues out. I'll rub my meat before I stick it in. And on the right, this is my inspiration for my car here. It was an old Reliant Scimitar, and this is the yellow they used. And they went on to use this yellow on the MG cars back in the 70s and late 60s and the 70s. And I think they even used this yellow into the 80s. So that is what I got. But this car was a fabulous car. It was fiberglass. Never been in one. Seen many. I've seen the convertible version as well, but I've never been in one of these. But this is a very, very nice car. That was a 3 litre, and they used to move because they've only got a fiberglass body. And this is my yellow beast. I'm very happy with my yellow beast. And then I stopped in for a piece of carrot cake somewhere. That was very nice. And when I was in the deli, so this is the cheese I buy, all freshly sliced, ham, all freshly sliced, and Italian salami, all freshly sliced. While I was in there, I had an omelette, some bread, and thing. I'm trying to cut the chips down if I can. Not very easy though, because I'm a fat fucker. So that's as good as it gets. But losing 4 kilos for me is a lot, really. And met up with Gary and Dave in the Sunflower. We had a lovely breakfast there in the Sunflower. This is in Pratanac Soy 4. Highly recommended, and I think I'll be going back there this week. And this was the breakfast. So look at it, amazing breakfast, absolutely amazing breakfast. 3 perfect poached eggs with a lovely half baguette, steak, and everything was just perfect. That's the Sunflower after the refurb. Very, very nice. Peaky Blinders didn't make it to Peaky Blinders this week, unfortunately. ET's having an operation, I believe. So we wish him well, and that was it. But yeah, we missed the Peaky Blinders, but it's reopens this week sometime. And don't forget, for the guys who emailed me last week about the visas, I just go for an agent. It's just easier. And if you go down to the description, it's in there. And if you don't, you got to be very careful at the moment. Stay within the law, because if not, you'll get picked up one of these wagons. Then when you get into Bangkok Hilton, you could be. This is what you could be looking like. They go in, they say you a virgin, and you say no, and they say yes, we think you are, and you could be looking like this. There you go. Yes, and they actually sell it here like that. Off to Valley View Restaurant today to the lovely Steve. Hello, John. How you doing? Hey, hello, Joe. How much more stuff you cleared out, John? You go minimalistic? Yeah, so off to Valley View today. So I'm going to be having a nice Sunday lunch today. I'm right up for a Sunday lunch because it is cold. It's 28 degrees here, and that's cold for us. 28 degrees. Don't forget, if you need to contact me, that is my QR code. I went through my line this week. I've deleted quite a few people I haven't spoke to for a long time. It just makes my phone easier. I'm very easy at like deleting stuff, and because I can always put people on, but sometimes if you haven't spoken to somebody for a year or so, you might as well just delete them. Health cover, that's all down in the insurance thing. It's all down in the description. That's the health insurance I use. I'm very happy with it. Not saying it suits everybody. Ain't financial advice or health advice or anything else. And on the right hand side, we have our medications delivered to us. We use a service similar to this, so we've got like a line thing. We just go on there, check it, go in there, and they deliver to the door. Makes it nice and easy. Yeah. Don't worry, John. I ain't deleting you or anyone in the chat today. But you know what I'm like. I can't help myself, can I? I'm a complete bastard. That's what my ex-wife always used to say. Expert links in the description. Health cover, visas, driving licenses, and more, all down there. I must go into the Wombat this week. I must do that. I haven't been to the Wombat in the last few weeks. Don't forget scams. I've been inundated with scams this week, and I'll show that in the next part of the show. So, yeah, the scammers this week have really they've been driving me mad this week. Absolute nightmare, to be honest with you. I don't know. Maybe times are hard in the scamming market, but my God, they're having a go at trying to scam people, and I will show you in part of the show. Anyway, rainy season is upon us at last. We're actually having rain, which I just can't believe. So here we go. Yeah, so this was at the market the other night down where I live. See where these lights are down here. That's where I live. And then this is the lovely beach where I live. And you can see the rainfall out. You just see that rainfall there? See that? Very, very nice. Anyway, we had a great family day down at the beach. Very nice. I didn't eat. The girls there, I just had a couple of Cokes. That was it, really. And this was it in the following day after a rainstorm. Very nice. So we had a rainstorm. And then the following day, lovely blue, clear seas. And very high tide because of the moon. And you can just see the pier out there. All very nice. And this is the weather forecast for next week. So they're saying we're not going to have no rain today, but thunderstorms tomorrow. And you can see the temperatures are between 33 down to 26, 25. Yeah, lowest temperature predicted is 25, which is very nice because we don't use aircon. So as an overnight temperature, 26 is very nice. It means normally I can sleep quite well. News of the week, scam alert. Well, I'll show you that in the next couple of slides. The scams, this is the reason why Facebook needs to be taken off out of Thailand, because the scams and people, they're trying to scam people is outrageous. And I'll show you that in a second. Floating market in Pattaya, all up in flames. It's all closed. It's all boarded up. Done. It hasn't all burnt down, but there's been severe damage there, and I feel sorry for these people have gone through the Wuhan, where the market was closed for nearly 2 years, reopened up, got going again, the tour buses start going, and then it starts at this electrical fire, and wow, just blew it away. And then we've got the guest houses. So the small guest houses, they weren't allowed to operate, but now they're saying they can. So if you've got less than 8 rooms, you can operate. Oil leak. There was an oil leak in the bay. Lucky enough, it won't affect us, but it will affect the beaches in Pattaya, I believe, and John TM. And then a drunk Brit got beaten up. Well, what do you expect? If you're out drinking at night, if you want trouble in Thailand, you're going to find it. So every time I ring my mum, it's like, did you see that tourist that got beaten up? Well, mum, I don't go out. I don't go out in the evening. So I don't have to worry. And also there was flash floods here as well. But again, we didn't have any flash floods here. It's also got, would you like to ask the British Embassy any questions? Not really, because you're useless. And expat teacher charged with child abuse. Well, this is outrageous. So this guy has been done before, but now he's inside. So he's going to make somebody a very nice wife inside. And these are just some of the scams I've reported this week. These have all come on social media, on my Facebook, and every one of these is a scam. And there's another page of them. So they use all this like Edmund Consulting thing and Solitaire Trust. It's all bullshit. Look at the address, Malaysia, Hong Kong. They're not allowed to give financial advice here. Are you domiciled in, they're trying to give, all they would do is rip you off and just want your money. If you give these people any of your money, it is gone. The elephant, yes, the elephants are all doing all right here. And this elephant is still a very happy elephant. Just needs a wife now. That's what he needs. But he's an happy elephant. Right, Anna, do you want to say something before I do the markets? You want to come and say something? Hello. You got to say louder than that. Come on. Yeah. Hello. Hello. Ah. Do you want to sing in Chinese or anything? Go on in. That is it. So Anna sung for you in Chinese this morning because she loves you all. And she loves Nanny? Yeah. Oh. But Anna hasn't been very well. She was sick last night, wasn't you? Sick? Yeah, but you feeling better now? Yeah? Okay. Did you say bye-bye in Thai? Okay, no problem. All right. Cheers, babe. Thank you very much indeed. So that's my beautiful Anna. And so at the school there, she's hello, Chris. Good morning, Chris. How you doing? She's learning English, Thai, Chinese, Japanese. Then at home she does extra English, and I give her Spanish lessons as well. So she's doing really well. And one of the guys we know here is Spanish. He's Chinese, and he come up to me. He goes, "I have to say, your daughter is unbelievable. What a good girl she is. What a good girl." Over to the markets. So just remember, disclaimer: I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence. Please do your own research, and please be aware that probably 90% of the people giving financial advice or they're scammers. And please don't listen to like an old bastard like me on YouTube. All it is just my perspective on it. I'm not saying what I do is right. It suits me. It don't suit everybody. Everyone's got to find their own way when it comes to financials. US dollar versus the Thai baht. Well, Dixie's up. The dollar's getting stronger and stronger. Don't believe the mainstream media when they say the dollar's finished. It's all bullshit. Dollar's looking like it's heading towards 35. If you can get anything above 35.5, take it. But I see this going to 36. Maybe not next week, but maybe by the week after. This is definitely getting stronger. You can see by this crossover at the bottom here, the circle I've put in, and the crossover. These are like indicators. This is how I judge when to go to a market and when not to go to a market. Canadian dollar is also, that's had a great jump up on Friday, which was great. So you're looking at the moment at about 26. So anything you get above 26, I would take at the moment on the Canadian dollar. Australian dollar, that's had a little bit of downward pressure. So if you're going to do an exchange on this, it's at 22.7, but you need to just wait if you want to get 23 again. This is for Andrea, the Swiss franc, and Fabienne, my lovely Swiss friends. Higher on Monday. It may even make 40 this week. So if it does, then whenever it's 40, the Swiss franc against the baht, you've got to have that. Euro, anything above 38 is good. It jumped back up on Friday, as you see, similar versions. But again, I wouldn't, if I was on Wise and I was bringing money over for the month, I'd bring it over now rather than wait till Monday, because this could reverse on late Monday, Tuesday. This could reverse. GB pound. Well, GB pound looks like it's going to go down. So again, if I was going to bring over pounds, I'd actually bring them over today on a Sunday, because I'd get the rate today. But this looks like, to me, it's come up to meet the moving average, and it's going to bounce back down. You get a crossover here. So this could be heading down towards like 44. Crude oil, well, what can I say? For all those who got into the ETF for that crude oil, you're up 35% in 1 month. And this is heading to 100, and it might even go more. And this is telling us there's going to be more inflation on the way. This is crazy. You know, I filled up yesterday and I paid 40 baht for my petrol for my car. Lucky enough, the car only costs 1,600 baht to fill up, and I've gone from putting 4,000 baht a week into my car down to roughly about 1,700. So things are looking up since I've changed the car. Natural gas, as you know, I've already taken profit on this because it went up to $3, and I took profit. I took a profit of like 13.64%, but I've done 2 trades within that, so all in all, I grabbed about 20%. At the moment, my price is 27271. I'm down by 3.69%. Not panicking. I haven't put a stop loss on it because I don't use stop losses. I don't use leverage. This doesn't bother me because I see this doubling. I just hope in winter you have a very, very cold winter, loads of snow. Mum, that's no offence to you because I know you can afford it because you know you got enough money to afford the bills anyway. Gold, well, because the strength of the dollar, gold's going down, which is good. So hopefully gold will go down below 1900. If it does, I might buy some. But gold here in Thailand is 32,500. That's the highest gold's ever been in Thailand. It's never been to that level before. Silver. Well, hope you guys took profit at 25. It's looking to go to 22, hopefully. If it goes to 22, I will buy some, quite a lot at 22. I'm not buying it at 23.29. I'm not buying it at that price. I'm not buying it at that price because there's no value in it for me. Platinum. Well, Anna got into a platinum trade on I think it was, what day was it? Monday. And she wanted to go into it. I gave her the choice. I said, you go into it. I said, this could go down. And it did, you know. So I told everybody, look, this is a trade. I've gone into it. So we went into the trade at $959.10. And I told her, I said, this could go down. You could be in for a while. But at the end of the day, she's 6. So this money she's earning, she can't touch it anyway till she's like 18. So she went in and it did go down. And now you're looking at 904. Well, myself personally, at 905, this is a buy because it's a perfect swing trade up. So I'm not worried about Anna's money. And this is another reason why I don't use leverage or a stop. If I'd have put Anna in on that and put a stop in, so with the amount she traded, she'd have had to put $5,000 down. If I'd have used leverage, but she'd have lost it all. She'd have lost all that money. So she ain't lost anything because we haven't cashed out. So the way we trade is far, far better than using stop losses and because all what happens is if you take it out of a position like this, she just stays in it until she gets profit. So when this goes up to about 980 or 1,000, as it should do, because platinum is so oversold. If you look at the chart down here, this is another thing I haven't used before. I do use it, but I don't use it on the show. This bottom chart is called RSI, and this is showing you the strength. And if it's down here, which is at 24, that's telling you this is totally oversold. And there's less platinum in the world than there is gold. This is telling me on Monday this is a buy for a long term, for a swing going between 905, hopefully up to 1,000. And platinum has always outperformed all the other metals when it comes to inflation. So this is a trade. She went up there, it come out. So she's behind by 6.52%. But so far, year to date, she's still 10% up. So she wouldn't got that money if she wouldn't have got that money if she'd have put the money in the bank, and that's the way I see it. So my target for Anna's account is to grow it by 100% in 1 year. Palladium, I took a position at 11.96. Again, oversold on the RSI. See it go back up again. So I took a position on Palladium. So I've got a position in Palladium and a position in natural gas. And this was my entry position. It come down here. It come below this line on the RSI. That confirmed to me it was a buy. I went in here. This is not the chart I used when I bought the buy, but it's similar. But it tells you the story. So it went up. It's gone back down again. But I'm still. I think I'm still in profit by about $2. BTC. I see this going up, higher, but it's not really doing nothing until the ETF comes in. When the ETF comes in, I see this flying up. Nasdaq. I still see a high in October of this year. I see the. I believe you should take profit at 16,410. If you don't take profit at 16,410, you could regret it. You might not see that reach that again for 20 years. The recession, I still see we're here. So we're not moving anywhere. You know, I've put this chart up every week, and I still see we're here. So until the Fed make a cut, we're not going to have a recession. Good morning, Jerry. Yeah, I did have a look at that. I had a look at the old whole MA. I looked at that. S&P 500. Yes, it's looking weaker, but I still see it topping out at around 4,763. It'll do a retrace to 4,200 and could go lower. But I'm totally out of the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq. I've got nothing there. I sold all that in September of 2021. September 21, I sold it all. Everything I had in the equity markets. Dixie, well, this was a Dixie over the week, and this is why we're getting more money for our baht. You can see how it just flew up at the end of the week. So the rest of the planet, like the Chinese with their Poxy Wong and the Russians and the ruble, they're all struggling because they just all their debt's in dollars, and they can't get the dollars, and that is the problem. And this is the reason why the US dollar is not going down for a long time. On to NVIDIA. Now, NVIDIA, where everyone thought, this is the thing to have. This is the thing to have. I thought, I've got to look at this chart. So the only indicator I've got here is at the bottom here is the volume one. All these big red pillars. This is the hedge fund, probably CoreWeave, taking their money out. So basically, they borrowed about 12.8 billion. They borrowed, and when they borrowed it, they've pumped it into NVIDIA. So this is a classic one of what they're doing is they're gonna catch out all the retail investors, all these small candles. They're all the small retailers, and the hedge funds will strip them, and they will get burnt. So as this is going on, when you look at the volume across the bottom here, you're getting more and more red candles. And this CoreWeave, they are a horrible, nasty company run by billionaires, and they just want more and more money, and they want to rip the retail investors off. And at the moment, you know, an healthy PE ratio is 20 to 25%. NVIDIA is 116.4%. Also, when you look at this chart, there's gaps on this chart, and I'm a great believer on this. If you get gaps on the chart, I believe they get filled. So although we're up here at the moment at 485, if you fill the first gap, it takes you down to 320. Fill the second one, and you're looking at about 230. So I really see this having a hard hit. I'm not saying now, I'm not saying this week, but I would say stay out of NVIDIA. And I reckon when the markets fall, this will fall dramatically, and those gaps will get filled. Mark my words on it. Those gaps will get filled. And this is the thing about getting caught up into Bitcoin. Like I got caught up into the Bitcoin thing. I bought Bitcoin at 48 grand. I'm like fucking 23,000 behind on it, you know. So we all make mistakes. But basically, you want to be down here, you know. So if you invest down here, and then you cash out because you don't want to be greedy, so you got a double top here. That's where you should have cashed out. So you cash out here and stay out. Instead, some people like Newton, great mathematician, he went all the way back in. By the time he cashed out, which was down here in 1721, so this is only a period of that 2 years. By the time he cashed out, Newton was bankrupt. It was finished. The world's greatest mathematician. And the South Sea Company was very, very bad anyway, because they were formed around about 1711. They was formed. And for 1,000 years, the UK had no slavery. And this company persuaded or probably paid off the politicians at the time. They're all dead, so it's not defamation. And they paid them off. So we had slavery. We got back into the slave trade for about 85 years. But when we come out and they went bankrupt, lucky enough, we got out of the slave trade. So the UK was out of the slave trade by 1810. We was totally out. And we was actually at sea, stopping other countries from performing slavery. This is Exeter's pyramid, gold, paper, retail property, as long as you ain't got a mortgage. Treasury bills, government bonds, everything above that I haven't got and I don't like. So it's good. Just remember, not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and your own research. And that was about it. Do you like me new? I saw this sign. You know, this is the trouble when you have fucking woke toilets. They have to tell people not to look over the top at the females. What's the matter with these people? How you doing, John? So you're back soon. I did look at the whole M&A. And I haven't used it, but I've looked at it. I have looked at it. I'm really happy with what I use. That's the thing with me. I'm a bit of a funny old bastard. That's why I use all the Japanese candles and stuff like that, you know, because they've worked for centuries and they just work for me. Yeah, the rate stayed the same this first time 11 months. Yeah, I reckon they're going to hold, John. I reckon they're going to fall down. You watching the college football? Fucking amazing, the college football. That Colorado game last night was amazing again. I can't believe it. I thought Colorado would only win 3 games. They've won 2 already. So I've got to take my words back. There's no 2 ways about it. Deion Sanders or Coach Prime, he can motivate his team. He's an unbelievable motivational speaker. Unbelievable. He is so gifted. God bless he is. Anyway, guys, that's it for this week. John, I look forward to seeing you in 12 days' time. Jim and Meow, I'll catch up with them this week. Hopefully, Joe, you'll be here soon. Hopefully, Chris, you will be here soon. To all those who watch the show through the week, have a fantastic week. Dream big, live small. And please give us the thumbs up. It don't make no difference if you do. You give us thumbs down if you want. It's all interaction the way I see it. There you go. Anyway, until then, have a fantastic week and a sense of love. And you, Jerry. Jerry, have a fantastic week. Love to you all. Can't wait to see you all again. Well, I've never met Chris. I've never met Jerry, but I look forward to meeting you. And I haven't met Joe either. So we look forward to meeting you. And I know Jay East is coming here shortly as well. Always managed to meet Jay East once upon a time. But until then, have a great week. Adios. Hasta luego. Look after yourself and be kind to each other because it's important.